Hi, Schlockmeister fans. Early 70s horror. Blood on Satan's Claw. Let's check it out. 18th century England. Farmer finds that.
Case of me. But it weren't human, sir. There were fur.
Fur. And it was an animal's remains.
So he drags the local squire out there to take a look, and of course by the time they get there, it's gone.
But sir, it were just here, I swear it. The plough had turned it up. And?
The guy has brought his fiancée to his uncle and aunt's place.
Far too late for him to return to the inn.
She's going to spend the night. Not in his room, though. But that night, Rosalind, who's staying there in the attic, goes crazy.
Have you disturbed her?
What have you been doing? Let me...
In the morning, the men from the bedroom will come and take her into care.
The madhouse!
Judge yourself fortunate, young man. She could never have been a fit wife for you.
As she's being taken away the next morning, he notices that she now has a claw for a right hand. That ain't normal. Meanwhile, in Sunday school, the kids are being insolent.
Clean vanish, Reverend.
That guy who lost his fiancée was exploring that attic and something grabbed him. He goes back to his bed and he believes this claw thing is attacking him, so he starts hacking at it. When he's discovered, turns out he hacked off his own hand. Later on, this kid gets a little pain in his side while being watched by a couple of the other kids.
Wilt thou come and play with us, Mark? Please?
Play those games.
Angel has taught us some new games.
Well, these new games he's brought out with all the other kids, and Angel, played by Linda Hayden, is their leader. And I believe she's the one who just choked him, too.
Your behavior, Angel, has been most unseemly of late.
The local
I mean
priest.
to complain to your father of it.
Well, she's just going to strip down completely naked. I wish I could show it to you. He rejects her.
I'd like to know what becomes of your precious pupils. One of them is dead already. Little Mark had the devil in him. So we cut it out.
Angel then accuses
Taught
the
me
priest.
master class the other night because he said I'd been doing wrong. Then he asked me to take my dress off. I wouldn't, sir. I ran.
The boys kidnap a girl, too. Come play with us. While the priest is arrested,
You are charged with ravishing Angel Blake. And in addition, you're suspect of the murder of Mark Westford.
Sir, you wrong me.
that girl is brought, that girl Kathy is brought to Angel, and they perform some sort of ceremony.
Straight to the dark. Take down my blood, my flesh, my skin, and walk. Holy bear.
They're going to push her down and assault her, but before they tear off her clothes and they find a big patch of fur on her back. The assault is watched by old and young alike. And it stops when Angel stabs her, and I believe she's going to end up cutting off that chunk of fur. Her body's discovered later.
Release him. We will strike while you're attacked.
And he says that it was Angel who did it. So they start to think that there's some witchcraft afoot, and they toss her in the drink. Well, he went in and rescued her.
For a moment, I thought it was my Kathy you were bringing back to me.
Turns out that she has the fur too. Just like all the other kids do here.
What is it?
Oh, God, I prayed I'd never see that again. That's what they call the devil's skin.
So they bring this doctor guy in and he ends up slicing it off. But she's not happy about it.
Heed thy threats, or the Lord will punish thee.
My lord is stronger. Soon he will be. Come thou and serve him.
If he exists.
Squire has the skin now. And here come the dogs.
These dogs know how to tear the devil's heels.
Thou done, Margaret. Not then. I'm afeard. Let me come with thee. Yes, Margaret. Come to me.
She gets caught in a bear trap, and when
Save me, angel.
she discovers that the fur is gone from her, she's no good to her.
Worth saving, Margaret. Let the dogs eat thee.
Margaret is interrogated.
Where is your meeting place?
She eventually gives it up. It's going to be at this church that night
Anywhere.
where the fur is going to create and finish the demon that's coming back. So he gathers up the townsfolk with their torches.
Let those who are not resolved remain behind. Let us go.
They find the spot where the final ritual is taking place. Squire has a big weapon, to which Angel is going to meet head on. Actually, she got a picture. The Squire's weapon is going to be reserved for the demon. And our film ends with him burning him on the fire. Alright, just got done watching Blood on Satan's Claw. Now, I have not seen this movie in a very long time. When I started taping movies on SP speed, on VHS tapes, one movie per tape, this was one of the first movies I ever taped. This was back in like the spring of 1992. I don't think I've seen it since then. I remembered it. I remembered some parts of it, but I hadn't seen it since. Now, Severin put this out with their Thanksgiving Day sale or their Black Friday sale this past Thanksgiving, 2019, and I picked it up there. It was limited to 3,000 Blu-rays with the slipcover and everything, and they're sold out. So these are hard to find now. Actually, I shouldn't say that. They're not hard to find. They're hard to find and expensive. They're running on eBay now. I've seen anywhere between like $50, $60, up to $100 and $125, which is ridiculous. But that's what they're going for. You can also get this on a Blu-ray in a PAL Blu-ray from overseas, which I'll leave a link down below. That's a much cheaper option if you have a region-free Blu-ray player. Anyway, the movie itself came out in 1970. It's a British horror movie. It takes place in the 1700s. And there's a bunch of kids, I should say maybe teenagers, in this area. And they're like devil worshippers, or Satanists, demons worshippers, whatever they are. They're led by this girl named Angela, played by Linda Hayden, who was 17 at the time she made this movie. She's the leader of their bunch. Now, a bunch of the kids in this area actually, they're not all kids. Some of them are adults and elderly people too. But anyway, these people have fur, like little patches of fur that grow on their legs and stuff, which is kind of odd. Apparently, these are parts of the demon, and at one point, they're all going to like somehow complete the demon's body, I guess, by giving its fur. I don't know, something like that. And so anyway, all along the way, these kids, these devil worshippers, are killing people. Although I don't actually know why they're doing it. They just happen to be bad people. They kill people. Maybe they're just killing people that aren't part of their little cult. I don't know. But ultimately, one of the girls gets captured. They threw her into the lake because they think she might be a witch. She gets rescued. They find a patch of fur on her. The doctor like cuts it off, and then the woman flees this place and goes back to Angel, that's played by Linda Hayden, and but she abandons her, saying, "You know, your fur is gone. You're no good to us. So screw you." So ultimately, she gives up where the ritual is going to be that night at this church, and the squire shows up with a bunch of townspeople carrying torches, and they end up killing Angel. She runs into a pitchfork, and then the demon, they stab it with I think it was the same knife or pitchfork thing, and burn it, and then the movie basically ends. That's it. So anyway, I like this movie. It's pretty good. It's got a really cool soundtrack too, which, by the way, the soundtrack is available on this Blu-ray disc set here. They included a soundtrack disc too, which it's pretty cool disc. But the movie itself, yeah, I liked it. It's I don't know what else to tell you about. It's a pretty good movie. That's what it is. It was released on VHS by Paragon back in the 80s. I never had that tape. Never even saw it anywhere, but I do know that that's how it was. That's how it was out there on VHS. Other than that, it was a pretty rare tape to find too. I don't think there was a lot of those floating around. I never saw it anyway. But anyway, that's it. Blood on Satan's Claw. Like I said, it is available on Blu-ray from Severin. If you really want it, you can track it down on eBay. You're going to pay a little bit for it though, because it's out of print. And they only made 3,000 of these, and they're not even. I don't believe Severin is even selling this as a DVD or a Blu-ray at all, slipcover or not. They got rid of those 3,000, and that's it. They're done. So I'm glad I got it when I did, because I needed this movie. Like I said, I have it on VHS, so I needed it on DVD or Blu-ray, and had to snatch it up, so I'm glad. So anyway, check it out, Blood on Satan's Claw. Let me know what you think about it, and leave some comments down below. It's got some couple of decent gore scenes, pretty good soundtrack, like I said, and it's got some nude scenes in it too, so some really nice nude scenes. So check it out, leave some comments. Blood on Satan's Claw, watch it. Bye.